Hello Cancer, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the career and financial energy for the sign of Cancer for the month of May. Now Cancer, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now, I do not offer personal readings, and I will not send you a message on any platform, YouTube, Instagram, anywhere. So if you do get a message from someone, that is not me, that's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here for you, Cancer. Now, I am using the Gilded Tarot, as well as the Rider-Waite Tarot, and the Kipper Oracle deck. There are links to all of these cards in the description below if you'd like to pick them up for yourself. You can buy the Gilded Tarot by also using the Easy Tarot link. Let's go and see what we have here for you. The other thing I'll say is less than 50% of the people who watch my content are actually subscribed, and so if you have not yet hit the subscribe button, please do consider doing that. It really helps my channel grow in a big way. All right. I think we're all good and we're all set up there. So Cancer, energy on the bottom. You have the Three of Pentacles. So the Three of Pentacles is definitely a nice card to see in a financial and career situation. Particularly, I think some of you here like work for somebody. I don't know that, I mean, some of you could be self-employed, some of you could be entrepreneurs, but this card in particular refers to your colleagues, the people that you work with, your work environment, team environments. You could say that the Three of Pentacles is like working together with others to bring about a solution or to bring about a problem to a solution. And so they're also maybe showing off their work here. As you can see in other interpretations of the card, there are other people kind of critiquing their work or showing off or kind of giving them feedback. And so you may be doing, like, quite literally, you may be doing like a couple group presentations or having to give a presentation at work in this month. I also think some of you are completing an important project. Yeah, I think some of you are maybe completing a project here. And the thing is, the Three of Pentacles can also bring about reward and recognition for doing a good job. And so if nothing else, some of you may be recognized for all the energy and effort you've been putting into a situation. And it definitely could feel pretty good for you in as far as that is concerned. So let's go ahead and put this over here and let's continue diving into this reading just a little bit more, and well, a lot more. We'll dive in a lot more. All right. So in your overall situation, you have the Page of Pentacles. So I'm getting project energy here from this. Okay, I almost never get it, but some of you, it's like this isn't probably what you'll be doing, but in my mind, I'm seeing like a poster. You know, like giving like a gosh, what is it called? Like obviously like a speech or a presentation, but like using like a poster or like maybe a PowerPoint, or like you're putting together like some type of maybe even digital presentation, something along those lines that some of you are doing here. For whatever reason, this is coming in. I do think that there's probably a message for some of you, because I never get this with the Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles can obviously bring a material offer into your life. This says that your prospects are looking good, particularly if you have kind of been firing off resumes, you know, sending off job applications, things like that. It's definitely something that can be pretty good for that situation here. But there is something about your current work environment that is showing up here. Now, in the past, you have the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. So you see a pattern, right? In the past, we have all swords energies. We also have 4 and 5. Those cards come one after the other. In fact, I'm just realizing there are a number of swords here. 4 swords showing up. And so the past here, there's been something about communication. Swords represents communication. It represents maybe the logical side of life, you know, the air side of life, the rational side of life. You've had a situation here where you've had to rest and recover from some type of defeat. Okay, now the rest in the tarot, the rest comes before the loss, which there's like a challenge with the Three of Swords, which would come before all of these. This person's healing from the Three of Swords, which is like a heartbreak. But then after that comes the defeat of the Five of Swords. The thing is, the Five of Swords, as you can see here with this person in the background, they're waving their flag. They're down, but they're not out. Five of Swords is totally recoverable. But I'm putting this together, instead of doing it in a linear way, I'm putting this together and saying that there's been something here in the past that you've recovered from. And I do have to say that the clouds here are definitely clearing. There is absolutely amazing energy in the future for you. And similar to, what was the other one I did? Aries energy. It's almost like the worst is behind you. If you have Aries in your chart, I would definitely take a look at that. I think the worst is behind you. I think some of you have been in this period of recovery around, like, it's like something to do with workplace. I'm hearing workplace drama. The thing is, the Queen of Swords could be somebody who's dramatic. They could be somebody who, in their shadow, which, the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands is to the above and to the right of the Queen of Swords. This can be somebody who's a challenging person. And the thing is, the Queen of Swords will cut you to shreds with their words, and they really can be somebody who has no mercy. And it's almost like maybe some of you have had a challenge. This is very specific, but some of you have had maybe a challenging colleague here in the past that left a sort of stain on your energy. And I also think that there was maybe I wonder if some of you were like maybe embarrassed publicly. Remember, I'm not foretelling this. I'm saying this has already happened. This is in the past. It's almost like there's something significant here that you've spent time recovering from or healing from. It could be somebody else's poor behavior or poor energy, but it could also be an event that happened to you related to work. Now, in the current situation, you have the Ace of Swords, you have the Page of Pentacles, and you have the Five of Wands. So there is a tension here. There's tension here that I feel like showing up with this Queen of Swords, with the Five of Wands next to it. You can see that there's literal tension going on in this card here, in the illustration of this card. It's like a conflict or a battle or a sparring type of energy between other people. So I do feel like there's tension here showing up. And I think there's the potential for some type of conflict resolution. If this conflict has not already been, or this tension has not already been resolved, I think that this is absolutely on the table for you here in this month. With the Page of Pentacles above it, the Page of Pentacles is, how do I say this? They're like a good Samaritan. They're somebody who they do the right thing, and they are somebody who's extremely easy to work with, as opposed to maybe the Queen of Swords in their detriment. And so I do see conflict resolution here. If this is the storyline you're in, you can see as well on the Ace of Swords. See, this is you finding the right words to say to somebody at the right time. The Ace of Swords is like breakthroughs in your life, but it can be breakthroughs specifically in communication, as Swords does rule communication. And I'm going to say this right now also. Some of you, if you know your natal chart, you should check out your Mercury placement and read about it. Just a specific message for somebody. The Ace of Swords as well, though, this can bring about a new beginning that leads to a breakthrough. And the Ace of Swords is like the clouds clearing in the background. So like I said, there's been a challenge here. Some of you have been working through it. The worst is behind you, I feel. In the future, you have the Seven of Wands, the Six of Wands, and the Sun. 5, 6, 7 of Wands showing up here again, stepping up, taking one step, putting one foot in front of the other, moving forward, moving up, doing these things, right? Situations progressing in your life. The Seven of Wands is about competition in your life, and take a look at how this is forming a diagonal with the Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords person, the tension, I don't like the energy from this Queen of Swords in this reading. this person's competitive, okay? And the reality is that you can't get to the Seven of Wands without first being successful, without first having the Six of Wands. Six of Wands is major success. And specifically, this is public recognition. As you can see, they're being publicly recognized, cheered on. Very similar energy to the Three of Pentacles, where there's something where you are in front of people, you are presenting. And I also wanted to say that the Star card and the Chariot card popped out when I was shuffling. The Chariot card is the card of Cancer, and the Star card, in this case, this can refer to you being in the starlight. I think you're becoming a star if you are not already. You already are a star, right? But I think maybe some of you are like, you're putting yourself out there. You're being in the starlight right now. And there's something about the public, working with the public, or just like if it's just in your job, like being in front of people. You have the Sun, which is the best card to find in the tarot. It's total happiness, victory, success, abundance, power. And it's also a card of truth. Recognize how the planets revolve around the sun, right? So that's a lot of power in a tarot card to find. It's anywhere, I don't care where the sun shows up in a reading. For me, it's always an amazing sign. It's also potentially you being, like you expressing yourself in a certain way. Being in the sunlight, being in the starlight. Let's see what else we have here. Yeah, there's that Page of Pentacles again. Yep, Six of Wands again. Eight of Swords. Four of Pentacles. Queen of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, this is another specific message. This is not going to be for everybody, but it will be for some. Some of you are struggling to ask for a job raise. I would say, here's the thing about asking for a job raise. When I worked a normal 9-to-5 job, I asked for multiple job raises. And the thing is, if you ask for a job raise and they don't give you a job raise, that's okay, right? And if you work for somebody who takes offense to you asking for a raise, then you shouldn't be working for that person. Like, any healthy leader, any healthy manager will know how to handle somebody asking for a raise, and they should not take offense to it. And so you have this, what's the worst that could happen? They say, no, we don't have the support to do this. Or if you work on XYZ, then I think you'll be in the running for a job raise. Perfect. Perfect outcome. Because then you get the answer that you were looking for, because now you know what you need to do to get a job raise, right? And so you had this Eight of Swords here in reverse, which is you like being trapped in your mind a little bit, trying to get out of the prison that you've put yourself in. And this is around communication here. The Two of Pentacles is about you having a change in money, a change in finances. Thing is, I see you, like, people are cheering you on. Like, people are in your corner here. There's one challenging person in your corner, literally here, as we have the Queen of Swords in the left corner. But you have the Three of Pentacles with the Six of Pentacles twice, or excuse me, with the Six of Wands twice, and the Sun. And that's you being exposed. That's you being in a good way. That's you being like, okay, like Cancer really knows what they're talking about. Cancers are doing a really good job on this project, on this presentation. They're crushing it. And the Queen of Cups is you showing up here as a Cancer in this case. Page of Pentacles showing up again. I think this is about a project. And the thing is, the Four of Pentacles can be somebody who's timid, reserved, or shy, particularly fear of losing or fear of loss. Some of you may fear losing your job if you ask for a raise. And again, any person worth working for will know how to handle that. I want to see what's on the bottom. Yeah, Eight of Wands. There is something coming in quickly. Timeline accelerating here. And yeah, this is like the feeling of even being, for whatever reason, this can also talk about social media, because it can be news coming in from a distance, which would be anything digital, and through the airwaves. And so, yeah, there's something about you being in the spotlight. You have the thoughts, mature woman, and distant horizons. Good times ahead. Good times ahead for you. Clouds are clear. Skies are clear. And yeah, distant horizon says there's something good here on the horizon. It may suggest 3 to 6 months. Try not to get hung up because I said that, but that's just what the author of the Kipper card Oracle deck suggests with the distant horizons. It may not happen tomorrow, but what I can say for sure, if this reading is for you, is you have, how am I trying to say this? What I can say for sure is that the work that you're doing now is not going unnoticed. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. The work that you're doing now is absolutely being noticed by someone. Maybe this mature woman card, maybe that's you. It doesn't matter what gender you are. I don't attach gender to the cards. But getting those thoughts aligned towards you recognizing that it's okay for you to earn more money, to ask for more money, particularly if you know you're doing a good job. It's fine for you to do that. And so, specific message, but that's what I have here for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. Really appreciate you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next reading.